line.
All right, you also talked about Jimmy Haslam and that, and Dee Haslam and Jimmy Haslam kind of conspicuous by their absence in talking about Hunt. Did you think they should have been out front?
In normal circumstances, yes, but this isn't normal circumstances. And I mean, I think it's further evidence that they're trying to step away from the everydayness of the job, and I think they're letting Dorsey kind of handle all this stuff, which I applaud wholeheartedly, by the way.
Well, I think we all do, but it was also an easy out where they don't have to face the music on that.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe they're going to wait till they find out what the suspension is and when they know the date of when he's going to actually play for the team.
Do you find it interesting that the NFL doesn't have a list of guys that you can and can't touch? In other words, if the whatever justice is going to be served here on by Goodell, wouldn't you think that it would not be possible for the Browns or any other team to contact Hunt at that point, or is that okay with you? I mean, they don't know what they're. This is buyer beware. They don't know what they're buying.
Yeah, right, and that's exactly what it is. And you know, who wants this guy bad enough to be the first one in with an offer? And clearly it was the Browns, and they're willing to wait however long it takes. I mean, even if it wouldn't have been the Browns, whoever signed him. I mean, there is a downside because of the PR angle of it, but as far as the player goes, there's no downside if you're just waiting for this guy to be not suspended so you can play him.
Let's just talk football purposes at this point. A great move or not a great move?
I think from a football standpoint, it on paper doesn't seem like a necessary move, but anytime you can add a Pro Bowl player at any position, you know, unless you're the Patriots and win the championship every year, I think it's a good thing to do.
I heard some people say, well, Nick Chubb is not going to be happy with it. At this point, you don't care what Nick Chubb feels.
No, and you know, that'll work itself out. But I mean, you know, this will maybe potentially make Chubb better. I mean, if you got two guys that can do, you know, what those two guys have shown they can do, you know, maybe it lengthens both of their careers.
All right, let's take a look at Jimmy Haslam, who's come under a lot of criticism over the years, and rightfully so. But now, and you talk about this, you see that the first-round draft history early on, none of these players still on the team from 2013 to 2016. Look at those names: Barkevius Mingo, Justin Gilbert, and Johnny Manziel, which is the mother of all bad drafts. Danny Shelton and Cameron Irving and Corey Coleman, none still on the team. But now we go to the next page and we look at Myles Garrett, Jabril Peppers, David Njoku, and then you have Baker Mayfield and Denzel Ward, all still on the team. Of course, it's early, but I don't see any of these players not making it.
No, it's like night and day, those two lists you just showed. Right. And you know, I think a lot of it, especially the most recent draft, obviously, the credit goes to Dorsey because, you know, those were mostly his picks, and not all of them were obvious ones.